I'd like to say sorry for the people who end up watching this video because the audio was very terrible. We didn't end up realizing until after we were editing that it wasn't actually connected to the microphone. We were using my laptop, so this is all my fault, and this is so fucking bullshit. But
It is.
sorry about that. Another day, another podcast. This is episode 2 of Best Buds. I really want to just give a shout out to all our fans, or the people who watched the video. You know, it's overwhelming support, and we really appreciate y'all.
Yeah, guys. Mad love. Y'all showed up. Everybody, like, I texted me back. So if we could real fast before we talk about anything serious. Dad, what's up? You were upset that I didn't talk about you on the last one. So
Yeah, Mr. Werner.
this is your shout out.
Shout out Derek's pop.
Dude.
That's how it goes.
He's the man. He's the man for
So-
sure. Can't confirm. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10
I've
out of
never
10.
met him, but
Good guy.
good guy.
He'd beat you up. You wouldn't stand a chance.
Aside from that, I know in that last podcast we didn't really introduce ourselves and who we are and what we do. Probably because most of y'all know who we are. I probably brought in a different audience than my buddy Derek did. So we're gonna give a little bit of backgrounds of each other. I did have a couple friends saying if Derek was gay because of his voice, but that is not the case. I can tell you that he's straight.
I am not gay. Can't confirm. Never once had the desire to see a man naked. Never, not even one time.
Okay, past that. So I'm gonna give you a little background on myself. My name is Chris. I'm 20 and I go to UTSA, and I live in San Antonio. Recently just started a podcast. So I felt like it. Know my buddy Derek for a little over 8 months now, and he's a pretty cool guy. Met at Papa John's.
That's it.
Did a lot of cool stuff there. Fucking hated that job though. It's a trip.
It wasn't that.
It wasn't that bad. Good people, good stuff.
Yeah, just hung out.
It's an alright environment, but the pay was shit. Now we work at a pawn shop,
We do.
and it is one of the best jobs I've ever had.
Dude, it's probably my favorite job. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I've only been there like a week. I think yesterday was my 1 week there. Dude, it's the coolest. Everybody's super cool. Also, I just want to give a quick shout out to the boy Pete. We took your advice and we got some better sounding. We're in a better sounding area. We both moved to Chris's couch. I'm sure that fulfills a lot of fantasies of yours, buddy. In case y'all didn't know, which you don't. Pete's our boy. He's also super gay, but the coolest cat.
He's our manager, and legit, he is the most chill, cooling, but very respectable manager. That guy's super respectable. Number 1 in the company. But he's a super cool guy, but fuck you, Pete. You're pretty cool, though. All right,
Dude, I dropped pick him. He wouldn't stand a chance.
No, dude, Pete's a boy. He's giving us some advice on our podcast. We're definitely going to have him on here one day. Especially
We'll sell the pay-per-view. I'll beat him up. It'll be like a cage match.
a WWE.
Calling you out, Pete.
And that's just how it goes, to be honest.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. No, he's cool. It's a super cool environment. Yeah, that's Chris. I guess I'll.
Yeah,
it's my turn.
introduce yourself.
I'm Derek. I'm also 20, and I also live in San Antonio, Texas. But for a majority of my life, I lived on a ranch, and that's something that your boy Chris wanted to talk questions that he wanted to ask about it, and we figured why not do it on the podcast because that's what the people want to hear.
Well, I was kind of interested because, my parents, they bought a ranch, but we used it and turned it into a trailer park.
Mm-hmm.
But to hear that you're from a ranch, because, all my family in Salvador, a ranch, straight up in the mountains. Beans and tortillas and rice, that's all they eat.
Mm.
They actually have livestock, and that's all. They live off their little farm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy because they're away from civilization. I've never met somebody else who's lived on a farm. I know it's not that interesting to a lot of people, but it's interesting to me, which asks the question, how was it?
Dude, I mean, it was super cool. It was so cool. It wasn't like a farm in the sense that you're talking. It was a rodeo ranch, a rodeo cattle ranch. So we had, yeah, No, dude, for like the people who would have like for rodeos that did like bucking bulls and stuff like that, we had those, raised them and bred them and stuff like that. So it wasn't, I wasn't like out milking the cows or anything like that. But it was super cool. It's so pretty. I mean, nighttime up there, man. Like, because there's no lights and stuff like that. Just like the stars, you can see all of it, dude. It's so nice. It was super cool. And right next to our property line, there was an African game ranch, and like I remember 2 times, maybe 3, but I know 2 times for certain, when a zebra would like hop the fence, and we had like zebras on our property.
No way,
dude! Like it
Zebras?
was crazy. Yeah,
Zebras.
dude.
Y'all should have bred them.
Well, we couldn't catch them. The game ranch like had them.
Oh, they came over as soon as possible, and they would jump over.
They would they would have them, and you would like go there to pay to hunt African game, and they had zebras on their property, and they would like get out of their property and mosey onto ours.
Oh, that's kind of sad. They had I don't see. I've always kind of been against that. If it's exotic animals,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of have a different stance because some are kind of endangered,
Mm-hmm.
and they're taken out of their own environment to be hunted.
Mm-hmm.
Not the biggest animal activist,
Right.
but that's not fucking cool.
I think that my only argument is if you're good at hunting, you shouldn't have to pay somebody to take you hunting. You know.
That brings another good topic. I mean, yeah, I totally agree with that.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said, we lived on the ranch, and every like end of like fall and winter and stuff like that, we would we had lots of deer on the property, so we do like deer hunting. We had like deer blinds, like 1, 2. I know like at least 3 spots that I can think of off the top of my head. I'm sure there are more, but like the 3 that I remember the most. Yeah, so I mean that was the thing we did, So I think if you're gonna shoot an animal, I mean, just be good at it. You shouldn't have to have somebody else do it for you.
Oh man, that's funny. So that's a really good memory, I guess, for you.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it was super cool. I got to do it with my dad, and that was fun. I remember, dude, there was one time we were. You're not gonna believe this.
No,
There was one time on our property we had this like. I don't remember what it was called. We called it something. I can't remember. It was something super like hicky. But there was this old beat up like disgusting like blue truck there. But we had a deer feeder right there.
Would y'all blow it up?
No. But we had a blind and a feeder right there. And we would go over there. And one day me and my dad were over there hunting. And like no joke, we heard fucking like Indian war drums. Dude, like I'm not joking. Like doing a chant and stuff like that. Oh, I was scared shitless,
Dude.
bro. I was like, man, I had been like 10, maybe. Dude, that was so scary.
Were there actually people out there?
I wasn't about to fucking find out, dude.
Do you think was anybody near y'all would practice those type of chants?
Dude, we lived on 1,000 acres. There was nobody near us. The closest people were my grandparents who lived like, I'd say like a quarter mile down. Like we would walk to them. But then past that, like the nearest neighbors were like a mile and a half away. So like absolutely not. There was nobody who'd be sneaking onto it to do Indian chants.
Your dad either bought land off an old Indian burial grave, or somebody was planning to hunt your asses down. Dude, that's crazy.
Dude,
it could have been ghosts, or it could have been a fucking some Native Americans went on your property to practice old chants. But I think it's most likely ghosts.
Dude,
I'm a big ghost believer.
Bro, okay,
ghosts
I know it's not on our
fucking
topic
real.
list. I know it's not on our topic list, but we're about to talk about
Let's
ghosts.
talk about it.
Let's talk
about it. We're gonna follow
up. No joke. So the last house I lived in before I moved to the ranch was here in San Antonio. And it was man, I don't remember the name of the school I was going to. I don't remember much about it. I just remember the house. Okay, I can't tell you where it's at or anything. But no joke, I kid you not. For like a year and a half, I would like wake up because like the way my bed was, like my bed would like face the door, and the door would be open at night. And at the end of it, dude, there was like the stairway, and then like we had like a little room. And,
Did you sleep with the door open?
Yeah.
Dude, that's...
I would wake up and, like, no joke, like, almost every night for, like, close to 2 years, I would just saw, like, a blue silhouette. It looked like static, like TV static. And, like, I would look at it, and it would just, like, run off into like my sister's room. And I thought I was just like, I was like 8, and I was like, whatever, I'm just sleeping and
Yeah.
seeing things. But then like I told my parents about it one day, and they were like, okay, well we'll look into it. And that place was fucking haunted. My sister talked about like this like blue boy that would come like to her window. There's like fucking there's video of like my drum set like playing by itself at 3 a.m.
No way.
Yeah, dude, it's nuts. Like there's video proof of it, and it's crazy.
Video proof?
Yeah, it's nuts. But yeah, why do you? Let me hear your ghost stories, buddy.
Bro, no, wait. If you show me the video proof, or show me the proof of the video.
I'll have.
Dude, you have to. I don't know. I ask somebody because
I'll get it for you.
Honest to God, I put that clip on YouTube somewhere. Okay, wait. I'm gonna tell you one of my ghost stories.
Yeah, I just asked for that.
I know, Derek. Fuck off. So look, this one is what happened. It kind of sums up multiple ghost stories, but it's just like a compilation of them. So one time, I was in my room just chilling. I was like sophomore year of high school, like laying in my bed after I did the good deed.
Oh my goodness.
I go to the restroom, and it just feels eerie. You know, you could feel that there's a different. You could feel the tone.
Yeah.
Of the house, definitely. And I run to the restroom and I run back. I feel like something's watching me. And I get back into my room, lights on. I'm like, holy fuck! Something scared the shit out of me. Something's out there. And then I sit on my recliner and get back on Xbox. Whatever. I get back on Xbox and I see through my peripheral vision, I see little baby feet running across the door.
Dude.
But like on the other side of the door. Because I locked my door. I don't care. Like, they weren't going to get me. They were going to get my parents. Whatever ghost that was not coming for me.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, Mom and Dad, but that was scary for me. But I saw that and I instantly went pale. I was like, fuck that shit. Fuck, dude, ghosts are like very, very strange and scary to me because it's something we don't know about. We don't know if they're good or bad. Mainly, we hear it has a negative tone to ghosts has a negative tone.
I know, dude. There's a whole movie about busting them.
Get the fuck out of here.
What do you think ghosts are? Do you think ghosts are
spirits, souls that haven't passed on in a good way? They should have passed on,
but they haven't for whatever reason.
For some particular reason. Maybe it's love, revenge.
Like they have like too much revenge in their heart to
pass on. They're not at peace. Possibly, I don't know.
Would you think there'd be a lot more ghosts then?
Well, maybe when it comes to the moment, they're like, yeah, fuck it. Well, maybe not accepting death. I feel like a lot of people accept death once they're at that door.
I mean, I don't think that's necessarily true. I mean, like, I definitely understand, like, if you have, like, cancer or, like, you know, you're super old, you're like, look, this is something that's, like, probably going to happen. But, like, you know, if I was walking to Walmart and fucking...
Dude, these fucking stupid analogies.
Dude, and I got, like, fucking... If I was walking to Walmart, I got stepped on by a fucking elephant on the way there and died. I wouldn't have time to be like, you know what? If I get stepped on an elephant today, I've come to terms with that. I feel like a lot of people die like without expecting that.
But would you have
a lot more ghosts?
But the thing is, would you have any past regrets? Let's say you get to Walmart.
Everybody has past regrets.
That's a good question. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are regrets that people do come to terms with, but those who don't become ghosts.
What's your biggest regret? And have you come to terms with it?
Biggest regret?
Dude, we're gonna get deep on the podcast.
Maybe making some moves I could have done in high school. I could have played my cards a lot smarter to get into a more prestigious college. Maybe I didn't take stuff seriously the way I should have. I fucked up a lot. Everybody has. Mm-hmm. You know, you think you have everything planned out until you fucking don't. I like to come at things with a plan. Go to college, it beats the fuck out of me. I was planning for 4 years straight to be a doctor. Did I have the determination? Absolutely not. The work rate? Yes. But the thing is, I failed biology. That really fucked me over. It made me realize, like, hey, what do I do at this point in life? If my whole, like, plan was to be a doctor after high school, what do I do? So I'm just living. It's you figure things out as you go in life, and that's how it should be. I like to think of it as winging it with some preparation. You're gonna sit here and lie to everybody if you're gonna say that you haven't winged life so far.
Yeah,
It's way too. I mean, there are the very few, and those are the motherfuckers that are Jeff Bezos and stuff like that. But I feel like another millionaire could come out in a different way, not just by determination. Some could get super lucky.
Yeah, no, for sure, dude. Like,
That's my biggest. That's one of my. Well, that's a big regret.
Not being lucky.
Maybe not taking things serious the way I should have.
We really had to walk around the block for that one, didn't we? But we got
Fucking
there,
yes.
and now we all know fucking Chris a little bit better.
Yeah. To be honest, I mean, I'm gonna go back to Ghost. To make me less depressed about my life so far.
Oh.
But that's how we're gonna do it. Ghost. No, wait. I had a good ghost story. One time, we called it like haunted stereos.
What do you mean? The people you
No,
called
my mom, my family.
Oh,
Because
okay.
my sister's stereo would go off like at 12:12 in the a.m. every single night for like 6 months.
Like right at midnight.
Yeah, no 12:12.
Right.
And it would turn on. It would not turn off,
Mhm.
even if they unplugged it. And I've seen it with my own eyes.
Dude.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because, dude, I shit you not, the house, when I was growing up, the house was a lot more scary. I remember one time vividly, that's how I got this. It's a little scar on my finger.
Okay.
I swear a guy came through my window wearing like a bag over his head, right? But think of him as, have you seen 13 Ghosts?
Yeah.
Think of him as the jackal from 13 Ghosts, but instead of the little box, it's the bag.
Okay.
The way he moved was just so scary, and he came and bit my finger. I swear he did.
No way.
Dude, I swear, and that's how next morning I woke up with this. I understand it was already healed, but I swear when I looked down at my hand, it wasn't there, and then after that happened, it was there.
No.
Dude, I promise to God.
Was this a dream?
Possibly, but I felt that bitch.
Dude, no way.
I felt it.
That's no way.
And also, one more thing. After the we gave the stereos away, and my mom, when she's like home alone, these other pair of stereos that we bought, they turn on randomly. Only when she's home alone, and she's home alone a lot of times.
Dude.
And it turns on, and it's scary, because like honestly, when I was growing up, there was a different vibe in that house. After a certain point, I kind of like pushed it away, but there were fucking vibes in that house. I love that house dearly, but there are definitely vibes there that may not be in the best. It may not be for the best.
Right.
There's definitely some bad juju there.
You think so?
Definitely.
Dude, that's crazy. What a crazy topic we stumbled into, huh?
That was not planned either.
Dude, look at us. We're getting this podcast thing down, aren't we? Also, today I forgot my tripod, so the mic's in a cup right now.
And it's done. But I'm going to buy... Okay, this Wednesday, I'm going to take out my iPad from Layway. And after that, my next paycheck, I'm going to get a fucking Yeti mic. And he's going to have it. We're going to plug it in the computer. It's going to be the best setup.
Yep, and we're still going to be doing it on the couch.
I'm super excited.
Dude, I'm into it. Fucking, yeah.
You
had some other stuff you want to talk about, man?
I have a couple of topics. I want to go back on the ranch a little bit more. I want to ask a couple more questions on the ranch.
Okay.
Just like 2 questions. You mentioned rattlesnakes.
Dude, there are rattlesnakes all the time over that. Like, I remember one time, taking the dog out, and we had a porch there. Dixie, you know her, you love her.
I
best
love
dog.
Dixie. No, it's not the best dog, but a good dog.
It's the best dog. We let open the door to let her out, and immediately she stopped and had all her hair up, and she was not into him. We were like, "What's going on, bro?" Right on the front porch, just fucking tick, 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 tick. Dude, those things are no joke. No joke. Those things will. You don't stand a chance if one of them gets you, buddy.
So what'd you do? Just walk back inside? Not today.
Nah, dude.
Pest control.
No. My granddad that lives up there. I don't know how any way to describe him, but like a hillbilly who's also a straight gangster. Like he's like one of my favorite people to ever exist. He's like straight out of an old western movie. Whenever I would work with him, he'd be like, "I need you to take the birds down yonder and throw them in the pit and burn them." And I'd be like, "You got it, Papa." But he's the absolute coolest. Where you're like, "There's a rattlesnake," and that dude would come and he would just fucking rattlesnakes would see him and they'd run, dude. He struck fear into their heart. He had this little hoe, and he would just fucking wham and just take their heads like clean off. Dude was a monster. So
With a hoe?
With a hoe, dude.
Damn.
Dude.
They don't make them like that anymore. Dude, that's crazy. A little story about my dad on our ranch, we call it our land. But there was a fucking like python or anaconda.
Mm-hmm.
Promise.
Big ass snake.
The snake about the size of of the couch.
Mm-hmm.
It was from there to there. It was wrapped around this tree. My dad saw it, and I saw it through I had a Pokeball. I threw my Pokeball at it. Nothing happened. I expected to capture it.
How old were you?
Nothing happened. I was like 6.
Oh, okay.
My dad gets his machete. My dad was known as the bull back in the day because that dude would fight a lot. But he killed this anaconda or this python. One smooth strike to the head. Never. It was just
game over.
Yeah, flapping everywhere. It was crazy. The most absurd. And we put it in this. You know the bags that comforters come in?
Like the really thick ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We put it in one of those bags.
Oh my god.
It was crazy. And we had like a little stream, so we just dumped it in the stream. Not the bag, but
you didn't litter. You just murdered.
Well, it's our land. We have a whole stream on there. Bitch.
That's crazy, dude. Yeah.
Okay, so now back to one of the topics I wanted to talk about.
Got you. Yeah.
I feel like we went really kind of.
Dude, that's what
we went into the.
It's what the podcast is, buddy, and that's okay.
We went into the ranch the way I wanted to. Another topic I really wanted to talk about was Elon Musk.
Gotcha.
But what specific
I've heard of him. Now, full disclosure to everybody listening, and also you, Chris. I have a very basic understanding of who Elon Musk is. I know that he is a rich man who seems to be into memes.
He's a fucking troll.
He's
the troll.
He owns Tesla, and he's super rich, and he's kind of a dork, and he seems like a pretty stand-up guy. But some people think he's the Antichrist. And I don't know nearly enough about him to have any opinions on that.
Elon Musk. Billionaire, playboy,
philanthropist, yeah.
No.
The modern day Tony Stark, truly.
Honest to God, he's really up there. I do have one thing I want from Elon Musk.
What's that?
I want him to make an Iron Man suit. Because he is the guy to make that.
He's the guy to do it.
He's SpaceX.
Mm-hmm.
Tesla. The Boring Company. He made fucking PayPal. He co-created PayPal.
Oh, hold up. You're going to get an Amber Alert message on your phone, buddy.
I don't have Amber Alerts. I have it disabled. Sorry, kids. If you
get
kidnapped, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, child.
I'm not about to run out there wandering as soon as I get that bitch, but I will be on the lookout. Elon Musk, just a super innovative, badass genius.
He's the guy.
He's going to get us to Mars. But the thing is, I'm not too familiar with the Bible like my buddy Derek is.
I'm not super familiar with it.
Well, he was super familiar.
I don't ever claim to know a lot about anything because I would hate to be wrong and potentially lead somebody astray. But I will answer to the best of my ability.
Whatever, bitch.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, Derek. No. I feel like from what I've read in the Bible.
Okay.
Elon Musk.
Right.
Kind of fits the description. And that description of like the Antichrist is like to be loved by everybody. I mean, he's barely hated by people, but the thing is he's such a fucking genius that he appeals to a larger amount of crowds that consider him up there. And I feel like that dude has enough pull to sway a large amount of people into his favor. And I'm guessing from what I've read, the Antichrist is one of those people. The last one. Or isn't there like 3 Antichrists or 3
I've
devils?
heard that theory that like Hitler was one and Napoleon was one. I don't necessarily subscribe to that. I feel like if that were the case, it'd be like more clean cut in the Bible. But in case there is like proof of like that is true, I don't want to like completely throw it out. But as far as I know, that's not the case. But like I said, I'm not the authority on the matter.
Anyways, I feel like Elon Musk. I know it also in the Bible it talks about the mark of the beast.
Right. Yes. I know a little bit about that.
He wants to put neurotransmitters in people.
Right.
Right.
But the people are saying like that was like the equivalent to the mark of the beast.
I guess. But like, well, yeah, because the thing is like, the mark of the beast is supposed to do many things.
Right.
And Elon Musk, the neurotransmitters plan to like, if you have a blind eye, you'll be able to see.
Right. And stuff like you be
people
able to,
with
like,
Parkinson's,
stuff,
Alzheimer's, people who's lost the ability to speak. I mean, is that bad? Would that be considered like you're an antichrist if you're helping like millions of lives? My family has a history of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's.
Right.
I feel like that would be something amazing to them.
Right. No, I totally get that. From the best of my knowledge, and to be truthful, I've only read through like the Book of Revelation like 2 times, but I read through this super cool book series, the Left Behind series, where like it's like it tells the story of the end times, right? Like the first book starts like with the rapture and stuff like that. But as far as I know, I don't think the mark of the beast happens till like after the Antichrist is already like in a big like.
He's the main spectacle.
I think it's after he gets resurrected. I might be wrong, and if I am,
so
I
the Antichrist
apologize.
is supposed to die
and then be resurrected.
Back?
Yeah, and then that's when he would claim to be Jesus, therefore the Christ. And then that's when people will like come to him, and he'll be like, "All right, time to tat up." I believe.
I don't think anybody right now could die and come back.
Well, that's the thing. Are you talking about like in the political landscape, or just like
no, like realistically, if somebody were to die and come back, they'd be overpowered.
Well, I think it's supposed to be like 3 days, like Jesus' resurrection, like dead, gone, over it, back. And then that's what leads to the, like, I am Jesus, like, time to turn to me, and that what leads, like, to the whole mark of the beast. So I don't think the neurotransmitter will be a thing. Like, it might end up being it. I don't know what the future entails. But I personally don't subscribe to that theory.
What's a good theory for you? Do you have one?
Not really. I mean, but to be truthful, I really haven't been, like, on the lookout for the Antichrist, I just try to, like, just go with it. I feel like, hopefully, ideally, I won't be around for that. Because if you get, if you're a good Christian, which I do try to be, I do try. I definitely need to try harder and have a better relationship with the
Jesus
big man.
Christ, our Lord and Savior.
That's it, But I do put in an effort. But I could definitely try harder. That's something I've been really putting on myself recently. But what was I even talking about?
This guy is super drunk.
No,
ignore him.
it's I don't know, man. Oh yeah, I remember. I'm sorry, guys. If you're good, and you're tight with the big man, you'll get raptured up, and you won't have to deal with it. So ideally, I'll be like dead and up there partying already, or I'll get taken up before anything bad happens. So because of that reason, at this point, I don't believe that Elon Musk is the Antichrist. But I've been wrong about a lot of things.
It's possible.
Dude, I totally believe
is possible.
It. Yeah.
I'm not the firmest believer, but I'm going to be open to it.
Yeah.
But I fuck with the guy Elon Musk. Send us a free Tesla. I will plug you forever. I need a Tesla. A Tesla, not the Roadster, but I think it's the Model S P100D is my dream car. That and a Nissan GTR. I need you to send one over, Elon Musk. Please, I will work for you.
Why do you want a Tesla?
Dude, that thing is amazing. Instant torque.
I don't know what that means.
So, like, usually with gas engines, it takes a while for it to accelerate. Because the gas has to push through the chambers of the engine, I guess. And it takes a while. But for the Tesla, since it's electric, it has no engine. It just has motors. So it's zooming. Like, have you seen any Teslas versus, like, muscle cars that, like, meets?
Yeah.
they get muscle cars get left in the dust. Another one bites the dust. They get absolutely obliterated.
Gotcha.
Obliterated.
Alright. So what's your next topic that you want to talk about, buddy?
Another thing that I really wanted to talk about.
Hit me with it.
I don't want to talk about space yet, but
You said, but we don't have any other topics.
no, we do, but I lost my train of thought for the last one. But I will talk about space. Talk about Elon Musk. Interstellar travel.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get there?
Can we get there? Like you and I?
No.
I'm going to say probably not.
Well, not now. I would have to train my whole life to be a fucking astronaut.
I think you're already way behind, buddy.
I'm behind the curve, definitely. I need to have a pilot's license by like 16 or something.
Yeah. Is that all you need to be an astronaut? I feel like there's a lot more that goes into it.
No, of course.
But I don't think you just go to school and be an astronaut. I think you have to have, like... I don't know how astronauts work.
I think this astronaut came to my middle school, and they were talking about him like a motivational speaker.
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying that the guy got his pilot license at 16, while everybody was getting their driver's license.
Uh-huh.
Like, you know how crazy that is?
Yeah.
And he became, I think he was one of the astronauts that died on the Apollo when it exploded.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I think he was just talking about that when he came to my school. But I really do like space. That's my third job occupation, dream job occupation.
Astronaut?
Being an astronaut.
What are the first two?
First two would probably be a detective.
Uh-huh.
A detective, then a CEO.
A CEO?
Yeah. And then an astronaut.
What company would you want to be a CEO of?
My company. My dream goal in life is to fucking sit back and relax and be a lazy fuck the rest of my life. That's my dream goal. Once I'm so rich, I could just relax and chill. But right now, it's nothing but the grind. I am grinding super hard for all of this. So that's what we're doing now. You grind young so you can live, when you're older, you can live young.
That's it. Look at you.
I guess. I mean, that's my way of looking at it.
Yeah,
because I feel like our generation, especially, not you, but for my Hispanics, my fellow Hispanics out there, it can also affect y'all too. But my parents were immigrants and moved over here and worked super hard. Mm-hmm. By 25, they had a whole house as immigrants, and they moved over here when they were 13. There is no way, and I feel kind of left behind or rushed to get where they were at their age. Right. So my parents,
you want to like live up to that.
I want to live past that.
Right.
My parents are already older. They don't have that many years left on their life. They don't treat their bodies the best. They don't eat the best. I mean, they don't smoke or drink, which is definitely going to give them more lives, but their eating habits are not the best. And
call them out.
Dude, no.
On the podcast.
Dad, you eat way too many tortillas. Tortillas y frijoles y queso. You eat all that. He doesn't need to. Every time he goes to the doctor, he gets yelled at by his doctor. He needs to change his diet. When I was there, I'd fucking throw away his food. I'm sorry, Dad, I would, but then I'd heat you up something healthy. I promise I'd throw away his tortillas. He'd be like, why are you throwing it away? Sometimes I would throw it away. He'd go through the fucking trash and just swoop.
Oh my goodness.
But I love that. Massive respect for him. I could never live up to him. The things that he's done so far, it's just so crazy. But another dream goal is to buy them a house. Because they definitely deserve it. The thing is, at what point in my life will I be able to get them a house? Right. I want them to have enough time to enjoy it. Right. I feel like I'm thinking too far in the future to enjoy the present. Right. Which is very possible.
Yeah, dude, I feel like everybody thinks that way a lot about a lot of things. Like, that's putting that, you go, this is my big goal. This is Z, and I'm on A, and you're like trying to jump to Y already. Like people don't really like take the steps in the order to do it. Like you said, just going way too fast. But that's super cool, dude. Like, are you super close with like all your family, or like
I am not close with. Fun fact: my uncles and aunts hate us. Oh. My grandparents on my mom's side are passed away. Beloved their souls. God rest their souls. My grandpa on my dad's side passed away. My only remaining grandparent is from my dad's mom. She's the badass villager. She's the one that lives in the mountains. Massive respect for her for creating my dad. Create this dude right here. Man. We're not super close when they live in Salvador. We can't talk to them all the time.
Yeah, right.
My family over here, we're all on my mom's side, and like they thought my mom wasn't doing enough for her, like my grandma, and so that really fucked with her mental state a lot.
Right.
And then when the day finally came that she passed away, she felt all that guilt that she didn't do enough for her grandma, or that she didn't do enough for her mom.
Right.
And that killed her. I was there. She was yelling for my grandma to come get her. That she was sorry for that. She could have done more. And she didn't deserve that.
Right.
Her family is fucked up. My uncle's daughter, well, my cousin, her niece was like, if you come to my grandma's funeral, I'm going to punch you in your face.
Oh, goodness.
And let me tell you.
She meant every bit of it?
No. Well, no. My cousin, the one who made the threat to my mom, I told her, you're gonna end up in the grave with her if you touch my mom.
Oh my goodness gracious, you didn't.
It was something along the lines.
See, I called you out, buddy.
I would have whooped her up. My sister, I've never seen one of my sisters that mad. They were gonna beat the shit out of her in front of her kids.
Oh my goodness.
And they would have went down at my grandma's funeral, and I was ready to bust some fucking necks. The way they were giving us dirty looks, my dad carried my grandma's casket to the grave. I really was there. Like, if y'all not gonna have some type of respect right now, are y'all really those good Christians y'all say y'all are?
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna I was ready to pop off that day and whoop somebody's ass.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you we would have won. I guarantee you.
You and your squad, buddy.
Dude, it was terrible. But thing is, it was actually kind of surprising because they really don't talk now.
Right.
They're 2 days after the funeral, they're like, yeah, no, she was the one that was holding us together.
So it's time to just bounce.
Yeah. They talk barely once a year.
That's crazy.
But that's it. And it's kind of sad because I feel like my family right now is heading towards that direction.
Right.
I don't feel like I'm going to talk to one of my sisters for a long time.
Oh, that sucks.
That's because I haven't. But no, she had it coming to her. Tired of getting bossed around.
Hold up. I want to shout out my siblings real fast.
Yes, sir.
Fucking. All right. Alyssa, fucking. What's up? Dude, she's cool.
Hi, Miss Alyssa.
Dude, I can't wait to go get a tattoo with her. She just turned 18. I cannot wait to go get a tattoo with her. James. Fucking.
The boy James.
What's up, buddy? Dude, you know James.
I know James.
We played Apex. Yeah, James, what's up, bro? James is cool. Go tend to those worms. He's graduating, dude. Dude graduates this year.
Through
Monster, yeah.
Through Zoom.
Yeah, no, I think they're doing they're calling you can have direct family, and then you could they're gonna text you and be like, your kid's up next, be in the auditorium in 10 minutes, and then the direct family goes and waits in the auditorium and watches them pass on the stage.
At least it's something. That's worth it. Are you gonna go?
Yeah, of course I'm gonna go.
You have to go
for sure. Yeah. That's my boy, dude.
That's my boy.
And the last one, Isabella, dude, she's a monster. Dude, everybody knows it. You're the absolute coolest. I wouldn't say you're my favorite, but we all kind of know you're probably my favorite. Sorry, other ones.
Is she really? You have favorites?
Dude, she's a monster. I wouldn't say she's my favorite. I love all of my siblings in their own weird ways, but Isabella's she's a freak. She's a monster, dude. Mad props to her. She's super cool.
We could definitely tell who's the favorite.
Yeah.
But that's fair.
No, James is cool. I would totally have James on the podcast. I'd also have Alyssa and Isabella on the podcast.
I never heard you talk about Alyssa. So, we know your favorites. I do have favorites too. Don't worry, favorites is a common thing. My favorite sibling, and we don't talk that much because she's betrayed me many times.
Oh.
I don't like you right now. That's why I'm not talking to you. But Jennifer, you were kind of like a second mother because you were there when Mom wasn't. and so I took a lot of your habits from you. So
You've made this mess.
You honestly kind of did, honestly. But she has these two nephews, or my two nephews. The fucking absolute worst kids ever. The worst kids ever, but they're my favorite for that.
Oh my god, how are they the worst kids? Explain to me.
You tell him no. You tell my baby nephew, baby Isaac. He's about like 2. He's about to be 3 this upcoming December, I think. You tell him no, and you tell him ha, laugh in his face, he'll slap himself and get in a rage and start crying and start trying to swing at you. He hits himself and he starts crying and will come at you. I've also seen him eat yogurt off the bare floor with his tongue. He's dropped the whole thing and he went on the floor and he's there just licking it like a dog. And my other dogs were licking his face. And he's my favorite for that. He is totally my favorite. I love that little dude to death. I know he's going to be the worst. I already know he's going to be one of those bad little kids. I already know. I was one of those bad little kids. He is definitely going to be one of those bad little kids.
How are you a bad little kid?
I was doing stupid hood rat shit back in the day. Not hood rat shit, but like we definitely weren't the best kids.
Right.
But yeah, we were definitely up to no good.
Right.
Until I kind of branched away from
causing mischief.
I think that's where a lot of my anxiety stems from.
From dealing with that like time?
No, well it's because I would get in trouble so often.
Mm-hmm.
And by a certain time, I finally learned that at the end of my dumb actions, there were some consequences.
Mm-hmm.
And I would do a lot of stupid shit. And I'd always be scared that somebody would call the cops or somebody would do something.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually I started straying away from that path, started growing up, being more responsible, to saying, hey, maybe I shouldn't do that so I don't have to worry about this.
Right.
So essentially a lot of things I do are definitely they're thought about before I make a decision.
Right.
Because I have that fear of anxiety coming to bite my ass. Because what if kills everybody?
Right.
And it definitely kills me.
Dude. So, I know y'all can't see, but Chris just pointed at me and was like, take it away.
Take that motherfucker away. I feel like I'm talking too much.
Dude, nah, you're crushing it, bro. I just want to say, hold up. I know we talked about space for about a sentence and a half, but I feel like this has been super cool, and like with the whole like when we talked about making a podcast, this is what I envisioned. Like we start with a topic, we talk about it, and then like
branch off.
just we just hang out because you're the bro, and like dude, you're saying some good stuff, and it's awesome when you get passionate about stuff. I feel like that's like a big thing in a lot of people's life, like especially right now with all this quarantine shit, dude. Like, just find what you're passionate about and enjoy doing that right now. Like, life is so crazy right now. It's just you just need to like sit there and do what you got to do.
Totally understand you.
Okay, sorry about that. We were doing a time check. LOL. Just keep it in, dude. This is the raw. It's raw. It's unedited, bro. Oh my goodness. This is live from Vegas.
A couple more things I wanted to shout out before. Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
No, that's okay. I went quiet for you to talk.
I want to shout out some of my boys.
Some of your boys
that I want to have on the podcast. I have a list of people I want on the podcast.
Oh, dude, are we doing public call-outs right now? Calling bitches out? Challenging them to come on?
My boy Samuel. Hopefully he comes back here. I don't know yet. Don't want to ruin anything for him. But we have some big moves. He might be the third co-host for Best Budz.
Dude, I'd be so into it. Into it.
He's one of a smart guy I really know. Alex Portillo, definitely have to have you on the podcast. You're definitely one of the smartest guys I know. Not knowledge-wise, but emotional intelligence, life logic, he's there.
Mm-hmm.
Common sense, he fucking lacks it.
Oh my goodness.
But I love all y'all. And I definitely, those are the top two I really want on the podcast. Two of my really good friends. They could provide a lot.
Yeah, dude.
Other than that, I want to say, please leave some feedback in the comments about what y'all want to hear from us or what y'all want us to do.
We talked about that in the beginning.
Well, yeah, no, I'm
but you want to
reiterating
be like
it.
into like some more detail of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I said, we could do like a longer podcast. Like, I mean, I sit here and hang out with you for an hour and a half, 2 hours and talk. And then let's like cut it up and you can watch like, 15, 20-minute like segments or like rambles that we think are highlights. And if you want the full thing, you could watch the Sunday episode or whatever.
Oh, shit. Just
vlogs,
let us know what y'all
anything
want.
like that. Yeah, anything y'all want us to do. I've been like Snapchatting, like recording us, like
fucking
doing
bloopers.
behind the scenes and stuff like that. Like, dude, I would totally be like once a month, be like, here's Chris getting angry at the computer. Like,
I do want to a little bit of a future update coming to the podcast. I haven't told Derek yet, so this is gonna be a live reaction.
Oh my goodness.
What I know right now, we're sitting on my couch in my living room. I really want to rent a garage for my apartment is $50.
Okay.
I want to pimp it out.
Okay.
Have like a little studio in there and record the podcast in there.
Dude, I'd be down.
And I'm thinking the only thing I have to worry about is AC, lighting,
okay,
electricity. That's it. Those are my main concerns. I'm thinking like we should take the podcast very seriously. I know our first podcast got a lot of views to us.
Dude,
but
I have
by
no
the second
idea.
by the second time it might not have as much. But the thing is, we're gonna still keep going. We're gonna push through.
Because like, here's the thing. Honestly, at the end of the day, like the reason we started this podcast is for me and you to, it was for me and you to enjoy it, and like the fact that other people enjoyed it the way that like it looked like was awesome. Yeah, so like regardless if this next one gets 0 views and -1 likes, like I'll still be like, hey buddy, I'll see you Saturday night to record the podcast.
We're gonna be here shooting the shit.
Yeah,
shooting the shit's pretty fun. I learned of the term shooting the shit at Discount Tire.
Okay. I know what it means, just like...
Yeah, no, but like, I never truly understood what it meant.
Okay.
Until we were there at Discount Tire, end of the day, kicking it back, just relaxing, chatting shit.
Just shooting the shit.
And that's how I was like, holy fuck, this is what shooting the shit is. It's nice. It's nice. And we shoot the shit at work all the fucking time.
Oh, at the pawn shop?
At the pawn shop.
Dude, that's...
Big shout out to fucking Pete. You're the boy. Shout out to Ben.
The whole team. Liz. Dude, get in there, Liz. Ophelia.
They'll never listen to this podcast.
They'll never... or if they do, they'll never get this far. We've said too much stupid stuff. They'd make fun of us.
Yeah.
They're bullies.
They roast the fuck out of us. But we think it's super cool at the pawn shop because we roast like the fuck out of everybody there. It's never a dull moment. Shout out Money Mart Pawn 46.
Dude, gang, bro. Like, straight up.
Oh, fuck, no, I'm ignore that.
Well, okay, hold up. How much time do we have left?
Probably about like 3 more minutes.
3 more minutes? Quick, real fast. You got 60 seconds. End goal in life. Hit me with it.
End goal in life.
60 seconds.
Everybody says have a wife and family.
Uh-huh.
And kids.
Uh-huh.
I honestly want to sit back and just chill the rest of my life.
Just
literally not work a day past like 36, 37.
Right.
I literally just want to chill.
And just coast.
Coast this bitch out. Enjoy it. Which is another topic I'll talk on the podcast, but exploring life and what it means to explore it, get into it.
Yeah, dude.
Because being in life itself is a journey. And I don't think it's about learning the most knowledge. I think it's about experiencing some things.
Mm-hmm.
But it's such a vague topic. Or it's such a
broad
vague,
topic.
No, broad. Yeah, very broad. Because you could get into it, you could get into it in many areas, and still not sum up the whole thing.
Yeah, for sure.
It's very difficult. But I kind of want to talk about that more on some other topic.
That's something that definitely deserves a lot more time. But I mean, I think we're gonna call it quits for tonight. I haven't listened to this one back yet, but I'll tell you what, I feel like this one is way better. Way more coherent.
I definitely talked a lot more, which I did not plan to. I'm sweaty.
It's because last time I really had to carry it, and I was not into that. So it's been super cool to just sit back and react and tell some cool spooky ghost stories. And
dude, we have to talk more about ghost stories and aliens. I have no alien stories, but would love to talk about it.
Dude, whatever, bro. You know
whatever,
it.
bro. Yeah.
So I think is that it?
That's
is that
it.
A wrap?
That's fucking it.
Dude, tell them what's up.
Thank you for listening to Best Buds. Just
That's
another
us.
day, another podcast. appreciate, leave some feedback, like, subscribe, comment.
That's it.
Let us know
Definitely
where you want
comment.
us to
I don't care if you do any of the other things. Just comment, even if it's you gay.
go.
Like, just let us any sort of feedback whatsoever.
Any sort of
guys.
feedback, we'd appreciate it.
Yeah,
Love y'all.
that's it.
Chilling, big thrilling, big feelings.
Oh my goodness! Look at him going on.
I'm out.
Peace.
Deuces.